What's up, guys? Savage X Shadows here. Today we have Team Deathmatch on Biolab gameplay. And today, for my commentary, I have decided to tell you guys about the first time I got high. Yes, weed, marijuana, the Kush, Mary Jane. Anyways,
Team Deathmatch.
I just moved to new town called Wetaskiwin, which is in Canada, which is where I'm from. And I was there for about 2 weeks already. I was going to school there. Didn't really know anybody, didn't really talk to anybody, kind of kept to myself. There was only like 2 people who really talked to me, and it was this girl named Kayla who was in my class. And yeah, they only really talked to me. And it was lunchtime one day at school, and they were at their lockers, and I was getting my lunch, and I'm like, hey, where are you guys going? And they're like, we're going to my house, we're going to go. And I'm like, oh, well, what are you guys doing? And she's like, we're going to go make something to eat, smoke weed, get high, and then just chill until lunch is over. And I'm like, okay, well, can I come? And she's like, sure. I'm like, how far is your house? She's like, oh, it's just like 2 blocks down. So we're on our way to her house. We get to her house. We're chilling. First thing we do, we just sit down, talk for about a good minute or two. And then first thing they do is just bust out the weed. And previously, before this, I've smoked weed 3 times in my life. But for one of those times, all 3 of those times, I smoked weed. I never got high. And I just thought, oh, weed doesn't affect me. I can't get high from this. Boy, was I wrong. So we're sitting there. They start busting out the weed. They pack the first bowl of this little pipe that you get at a regular smoke shop. She busts out the pipe. She packs a big fat bowl, and she's like, here you go. I'm like, ugh, really? I have to go first? So, to be the cool kid, I take the biggest hits I can take. I pretty much pooch the bowl in like 1 hit. And I'm like coughing my lungs out. And I'm like not worried about anything, because I'm like, well, I've gone high before. Well, I've smoked weed before and it's never done anything. I'm not going to get high or anything. So I smoke like 2 bowls. Don't really feel anything. And then suddenly I'm just sitting there, and it just like hits me like a ton of bricks, and I like start freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Oh my god, I've never felt like this before. I'm like freaking out. And it felt like, I'll tell you guys how it felt. It felt like my vision was pulsing in and out, like zooming in and out with like my heart rate. So my heart was beating really fast, and it's like ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It's like my vision's just going in and out, in and out. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, I stand up, I'm like pacing back and forth. I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? Like, what is this? I've never had anything like this happen before. She's like, oh, you're just high. And I'm like, well, this never happened before. I've smoked weed before, and this never happened. Like, what was in that stuff? And she's like, nothing, it's just weed. It's just normal weed. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like sitting there. I'm kind of like freaking out. And she's like, okay, go sit by the window. And what she does, she opens her kitchen window. She lifts up the freaking, like, she puts the window up. I'm literally sitting there, and I don't even remember doing this at all, guys. It was ridiculous. Okay, so next thing I know, I'm just like hanging out the window. Like, what happened is I'm sitting there at the window. I start zoning out or whatever, and then a few minutes go by, and I hear like, I don't know. I'm like really high. I'm like really out of it. But I hear, oh, I wonder how Devin's doing. And I hear footsteps, and then they're like, Devin, what are you doing? And I like lift my head up, turn around, and I'm literally hanging out the window. My arms and my head are literally out the window. I'm just like dangling there. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. The cold air was like, and it's winter at this time, guys, so I'm like super baked, shivering like crazy because I'm cold, but I'm baked and I don't realize it. And I'm just hanging out this window. And I'm like, oh my god, and they're like, okay, get away from the window now. And I'm like freaking out. Next thing you know, a few minutes go by and they're like, okay, we gotta go back to school now. I'm like, I can't go to school like this. I am literally freaking out. So, we leave her house, we start walking. The whole like 2 blocks back to our school was like it seemed like it never happened. It seemed like it took like literally 5 seconds for us to walk back. So we walked in the school doors. I am fucking tripping balls. I'm like, oh my god, everybody's staring at me. Everybody knows I'm high. Holy shit. The bell goes. I go get my stuff from my locker, and now I'm walking to my class. Thank god I was in this fucking stupid like math class. And this teacher there was actually pretty cool, and we didn't really do much work. We kind of just sat there and fucked around a little bit. But so I'm sitting there in class, and it actually wasn't that bad when I got to class. I kind of calmed down a little bit. I was sitting on this like bouncy ball. It was pretty awesome. And I remember just talking with Kayla and them, and because they were in my math class too. And this kid named Clady, who was like a little troublemaker, who like was in a younger grade than me, but the teacher in the room that we were in, they like split us up kind of, and he was kind of the troublemaker and she was kind of like watching after him. But man, I had some laughs that class. That was some pretty funny shit going on. But yeah, guys, that's my first time getting high. Leave a comment if you would like some more commentaries. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.